Alright guys, I got a special video here for you today. I'm going to be doing my brain heroic escalation kind of build that I've got here. Now, a lot of people ask for this kind of stuff, so that's really the only reason I'm doing this. But these kind of builds are typically really hard to make because you can't just go 100% damage or too much sustain, because then you don't kill the behemoths fast enough. You have to have kind of a healthy mix of sustain and damage. So I'm going to kind of show you what I do here. Now the chronivore wings are necessary to farm a little bit to get the chronivore weapons here, because it's a free self-res every minute and a half. And across the whole map, especially if you run into some really bad behemoths or some really bad combinations like the blood shroud or the phalanx, they can easily kill you in one hit. And just being able to res yourself for free every 90 seconds is really good. So obviously we're going to be running Cunning, and I would not run Assassin's Frenzy if this was Frost HEsca, assuming you're running repeaters, only because you're typically getting your attack speed cap without it, just running the map. So but for anything else, run Assassin's Frenzy. Full bore chamber is going to be your best bet for any behemoth in general. Captain's grip, tack mag, and I'm running the Dawn Stars for the Cunning Bond is really nice. And really the only other option, the Valimir weapons, a lot of people like them, but they have Ether Hunter on them, and it's just not nearly as good as Cunning. So I'm running Discipline, of course, for boops. That's definitely a must in this, especially because that's how we're getting our overpower bonus. Broadside Lantern for the same reason. It's our heavy attack for knockdowns. Now, I'm only running Molten because this week is Blaze Week. If it was any other week, go ahead and run Cascade, just because it's more beneficial in general. But Molten this week is really important because of all the Blaze behemoths are going to set you on fire and have lava pools everywhere and all that jazz. So not being set on fire is extremely important because it will do like hundreds of damage a second. And typically if you get hit, you're losing more than half your health. And before you can even get up off the ground, you're dead from the fire. So it's really nice to have that Molten on. We got double Pred here. We got double Overpower. And then we got double Tedacious and double Berserker in these. Now the real sustained power comes from your consumables on this build. The Bulwark Tonic prevents you from getting one-tapped, which is extremely important, especially since we're running Berserker and we only have 800 health. So this will literally keep you alive. If you're taking more than 25 hits for the run, what I would do is practice your dodging, practice your counter punches, learn the behemoth movesets a little better maybe, and you should never be consuming all 25 of those bulwark charges essentially. The cleansing pylons are absolutely great for, especially when you're running into the new blood shroud, because there's just corruption everywhere. And as long as you're in the cleansing pylon area of effect, you're immune to all status effects. So that includes corruption, poison, fire, you name it. If it's a negative status effect, it can't happen or gets cleared as soon as you step into the pylon area. Life Drain Tonic is an absolutely massive amount of healing coming from this. Even with the Discipline debuff on, it's a lot of healing. One full bore chamber is going to most likely, as long as it's on a normal size behemoth and you got a good lineup on it, it's probably going to heal you up to full health. Just one full bore there. And then of course the Slayer's Flasks. Try to get these maxed out or near maxed out on your Slayer's path if you plan on running heroics. They really do help. I think that was it. So I'm just gonna always remember to drink your bulwark right at the beginning. If you forget, it sucks because you'll like die all of a sudden. You'll be like, oh crap, I forgot to drink my bulwark, and it's not fun. So let's see if I can get you some tips here. We got a Koshai. So this is going to be right off the bat a good time to save our broadside lantern. Get that weak spot. It's nice and tasty weak spot. I was really tempted to drop a broadside line in there. You gotta resist that urge to spam your lantern like you normally would. Thank you so much for lining up right there. Alright, let's see if I can boop him here. Nope, he did not do the dash. That's what I was waiting for, and go figure, I missed it. Oh, now it's on his head. This is going to be nice. That was close. Oh no, and now he's up there when I'm on the other side of it. You suck. Always try to back up against a wall when he's doing this so that you know what direction he's going to come from. What? What? Nope. Popped that way too early. He just didn't want to come out. Typically when he rages, that means he's going to climb his tree soon, so be ready for that. And he also gets the crazy stretchy arms, so remember that too. There was the weak spot debuff. Ah, crud. That was not good. Oh no, I did not mean to do that. He's totally going to climb his tree now. Watch. Please don't climb your tree while I'm on cooldown. Look at that other leg. There we go. Always, always, always try to focus that. Yep. I don't think. Nope, that couldn't even touch him. Damn it. All because I blew my lantern by accident. That's what happens, kids, when you blow your lantern too early. Oh, come on. Give me the powered charge. Honestly, what I should be doing is spending it to clear these brushes. That one, go figure, just exploded. Now, also, you also got to remember your lantern's really good for destroying destroyable objects. It destroys almost all of them instantly. That means Scrave, Winter Orbs, Shroud, 1 health bombs, even Rezikiri shields, I believe on every difficulty except Heroic. So, also full bore typically erases his shield right away. So, if you know he's raging, try to hold on to that ability right there. Give me some health back. No! That was awful timing. I got my chrono ability, so that was just bad luck. I am really tempted. Was really tempted to use my lantern there. Come on, buddy, climb your tree. Never underestimate the reach of that. Alright, so this should interrupt him this time for sure now. Which leg is it on? Is it... Or did I break it? I must have... Nope, it's on that leg. I do not like being stuck up against that. Ooh. Ah, come on. I tried to hit my counter button fast enough, but whoa, okay. That's what happens when you make 2 mistakes back to back. You lose a stem. Oh, wow. He had like 2 shots left on him. Okay. I feel awful now. That was almost a no stem perfect run there, but Jesus Christ. Don't be shy from using these to save your pots. It's really helpful. So, and when you're grabbing amps, don't treat it like normal amps that you're grabbing. Try to remember that the extra sustain is going to be more useful. So, like for example, right here, I don't have any super useful things that are going to be really good amps for helping me the rest of the fight as far as damage goes, because full throttle is only going to help this next one. But you also have to think in Heroic Esca, 30% critical strike chance for rounds 2 or 4 is extremely helpful because it helps eliminate that first behemoth really quick. So that's still nice. But in this particular case, I would honestly recommend taking the Breath of Life because that's going to give you, if you're running Discipline, 2% more lifesteal. So that's doubling your lifesteal right there. This could potentially be nice, but 20% critical strike chance isn't a ton to only be affected when there's enraged behemoths. So in this case, I would take the Breath of Life because it's going to heal you twice as much as you're already getting killed when you take damage. So hopefully with that, you guys learned something, and you guys can get out there and do your Heroic Escas with a little bit more confidence and survivability. And with that, I am going to peace out.